Okay guys, welcome back to the channel everyone. Hope everyone is having a good day. Welcome to Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest in the live watch along. So of course, team news on the right hand side of me today. So we've got Onana in goal. It's an unchanged back four from the match against Aston Villa midweek, of course, and then the midfield three. Again, it carries over. The only real absentee we have is Hojlund, and Hojlund seems to be out with illness. That seems to be the issue in today's match, unfortunately, for him, of course. And look, this is kind of a reoccurring theme. I don't know how many players we've had out with illness and injuries, of course, this season, but illness does seem very, very preventable at this moment in time. I don't know. Maybe we have the Glazer family not buying any soap for Carrington. It's a dodgy chicken. Who knows? What the problem is with Manchester United at the minute, but of course, this illness, these injuries, it's just building up and building up. It's frustrating. I'm sure it's frustrating for Hojlund, of course, as well, after getting that first goal against Aston Villa midweek. And look, hopefully we can go out there and have a solid enough match. I'm not too happy in terms of the overall team without Hojlund in it. I think we looked a lot better with Garnacho on the right, Rashford on the left, Hojlund in the middle. I think that probably would be the system I would continue to go with. Obviously, we can't go with it today, unfortunately, but I would like to think that hopefully we'll see more of it in the coming weeks, into January and across the rest of the season. Look, it's frustrating today. It really is. And the reason I say it's so frustrating is because really, this is where you want to see Hojlund building some confidence and building some belief in himself after scoring that big first goal, but not going to get the chance to do it today. Hopefully he will do against Wigan Athletic in the Cup and then against Tottenham Hotspur in January as well. These are matches where he can target and we can look to try get him more involved in these games. Forest coming into this after a big win against, of course, Newcastle United 3-1 winners at St James's Park. And look, that was really impressive. They really exposed Newcastle United in a lot of different areas. You know, they caught them going forward a lot. They caught them at the back playing a higher line. They managed to get Wood and Alanga in, caused a lot of problems for Forest. And we have to be careful. Yeah, we do. We don't have a lot of pace in that back line, not with Johnny Evans or with Varane. So we have to be watching ourselves in those areas. And look, they're a physical team, especially in midfield. Ryan Yates in there and working Gibbs White, some good players. My concern is Eriksen and Manu and Bruno. It's not the most physical of midfielders. There's maybe not that sort of strength in there. I do think we're lacking. I think we're lacking a lot of things in the middle of that pitch, and certainly physicality might get caught out today, but hopefully not going to be overexposed. Hopefully we can still control this match, and hopefully we will come away with the 3 points. Of course, guys, get those votes in down below for your match predictions, win, loss, draw. Let me know down below what you guys are thinking. How's this one going to go? And look, it's certainly going to be an interesting match. It really is. We tend to struggle against Nuno teams. He's got the better of us on several occasions in his managerial career. Perhaps today is going to be another one of those occasions. I hope not. I hope that we manage to get a good win here and end the year off on a high as well, which certainly will help us into the next part of the season as well, going into the second half. Of course, we still have an FA Cup to play for. We still are in a race for Champions League football, even if it does look shaky sometimes. So certainly, look, there's a lot to play for this season, and we gotta get this win. We need to win against Nottingham Forest today, and that certainly will help us in that their cause. And look, Forest will be no pushovers. They're on a new manager bound. Hopefully, we're on a new ownership bounce, and hopefully that's going to help the players on the pitch today. Around 10 minutes to kick off as well. Looking forward to it anyway. And we have to start well against them tonight. We have to start well this time. Look, against Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford, we found ourselves 2-0 down in that match. So starting well is going to be key. And we know the dangers they can bring. We should be very familiar with Antony Alanga. We should be very familiar with Nottingham Forest. We've played them several times since they come up. 4 times in the league now. We played them in the Carabao Cup, home and away. This is our 6th match with Nottingham Forest in the last 12 months or so. So these should be matches where we are pretty familiar with what we're meant to be doing and knowing what we're going to come up against, what sort of problems they're going to cause us, what sort of questions they're going to ask of our defence, and how we can come up with those answers. So really important that we do that today. I think Eriksen in there will be good in possession. Now the question, of course, is always going to be out of possession. It's always going to be down. How long will his engine last? How long is his work rate going to be able to hold out for in this one as well? Guys, drop a like on the video as well if you could. Would be much appreciated. We're up to, what, 6 or 7 likes, so that's Very, very helpful as well. Thanks very much for that there, everyone, guys. Much appreciated. In terms of the poll, most people going for a win today as well. 75% going for the win in today's match. Look, let's just find out how this is going to go down. Let's just watch, sit back, and see if we can find a way to beat this team. It would be good for us. Certainly, they're going to be up for this at home. It's a new manager's first match at home as well, so that's going to be a big impetus for their fan base, of course, as well. And look, it's going to be an interesting match. It really, really is, and I'm looking forward to it. Certainly, I do think we have what it takes to win this. Is whether or not we're going to get it done, is whether or not we're going to get things done over the line and manage to pick up the win that we hopefully need, the win that we're hopefully going to get, and hopefully get those big 3 points, because the teams around us have won today. Aston Villa have won, of course. We had Arsenal and Tottenham drop points midweek. However, that's a big help for us in terms of top 4 and trying to finish high up that league table. City winning today, Chelsea winning. So the pressure is on. The pressure is on at United. And if we do win this match, we would go within 2 points off the top 4 overall. We'd go up to 34 points, which would be very, very good for us in terms of what we're trying to do for the rest of the season. How bad we have played at times as well. I'm hoping we can come out with a win. I'm hoping we can come out with 3 points. And I hope we can hopefully start to build upon this as well. That has to be the goal in this match, and it has to be a good performance. I think it needs to be a good result today. I don't think we can afford to drop any more points either. If we've any hope of finishing top 4, we got to get going, and we got to get winning these types of matches. These are the matches that really matter if you're going to try finish in the top 4. If you're going to try finish half that league table, it's what you do against Nottingham Forest. It's what you do against Crystal Palace or Brentford. It's not necessarily what you're going to do against the teams above you as well. So we have to be prepared. We have to be ready for it. And look, Forest, they've got a lot to play for as well. You know, they might be in danger of going down. They might be in danger of relegation. So they have a lot to play for, and this is an important match for them. We have to be up for it. We have to match them in terms of intensity, in terms of what we do in and out of possession, and we have to be able to deal with them physically. We have to have a good match in this one. A lot of teams around us have picked up points this weekend already, and I mean, even Chelsea find themselves only 3 points off us at this moment in time as well. So a loss today, you know, we could find ourselves as low down the table as 10th or as 9th place come this time tomorrow. So we can't afford that. We don't want to be slipping down the league. We have enough teams in front of us that we need to rein in and catch up with. So that's what we need to do. Can't be affording to drop any lower. We've got to get some kind of consistency into this team. We really, really do today. It's going to be a big match. Really important that we go out there and win today. I think just in terms of that poll, 67% are going for the win, 11% for the draw, and 22% going for a loss. Still some pessimists in the fan base, clearly as well. Look, I think beating Villa was a big one. I think getting that point at Anfield was a big one. There's been outliers in terms of good performances this season. Bourne says Hojlund. No Hojlund today, Bourne. Unfortunately, he is ill today, so he is not in the team. He is not in the squad even. So no involvement from Rasmus Hojlund today. Big frustration. You know, he's finally got this first league goal, and now finds himself ill and not in the squad. You know, these are the type of matches where you might want to play him to build some confidence if he was ready to go. You know, if he scored today and he went and played against Wigan and scored again, then, you know, all of a sudden his confidence would be up. He'd be feeling better about himself. But certainly, frustration there. No Rasmus Hojlund today for anyone who did miss that. Hojlund is out through illness. Antony comes back in. It'll probably be Rashford through the middle. It'll be Garnacho on the left and Antony on the right. Not a big fan of Antony, as we know. I think Garnacho plays better off the right-hand side. Certainly the stats would back it up, and I don't think Rashford's a striker either. So 3 concerns there in that forward line. But look, guys, a win today takes us closer to top 4. A loss today means we could be as low as 9th place come tomorrow, and that's after we've played 50% of the league matches already. So it's a must-win. If we want to build any kind of confidence, we want to build any kind of head of momentum and finish higher up that league table challenge for Champions Leagues, got to win these matches. These are the ones you must win. Absolutely. And see as well here, They're getting ready in the tunnel as well. So getting ready to head out onto the pitch here pretty soon at the Forest ground. Drop a like on the video as well, guys. If you haven't already, would be massively appreciated. Look, I'm looking forward to this match because I think we played quite well against Villa. I think even though we went 2-0 down, I think throughout the course of that match we were the better team, and not a lot of teams have been better than Villa across this season. Obviously, they found themselves second position. So we've got to be building some momentum. We've got to be beating Forest today. We're getting ready for kickoff here at the Forest ground as well. Let's hope we have a good one. Let's hope we have a good match in this one today. Look, Forest are going to be up for this. They need to be, in terms of their Premier League survival. They'll probably be looking at this thinking, we don't know what United's going to turn up. If it's going to be a good team, it's going to be a team that just lets them play football and lets them score goals and win the match. So it's going to be an interesting one today. Looking forward to this one anyway. Let me quickly adjust this. I think there's definite weaknesses in that Forest team. They do concede quite a lot of goals. Obviously, look, we've got big problems with scoring goals as well, but I think we can beat this team. I really do. 34 goals conceded by Forest this season, almost conceding 2 goals a match. We're going to have opportunities. It's going to be about taking them. So it's going to be big match for Bruno, big match for Rashford, Garnacho, Antony as well is going to have to provide at times. And it's going to be an interesting one, guys. Really, really is. We've got Bruno Fernandes leading the team out today as well. We're playing in the green and white striped top. Getting ready for this one. Johnny Evans back in there in the middle of defence. Ericsson in midfield. Antony, when they see a big match from him. I actually think Forest away was probably his best performance for us across his United career. Not because last season, I think he got a goal and an assist in that there one. But Nottingham Forest heading out, United onto the pitch, getting ready here for kickoff in around about 2 minutes time. Let me quickly shoot up the timer as well. Let me quickly... There we go. Getting ready for this here one anyway, guys. We've got 10 votes on that poll as well. 70% have gone for the win, 10 for the draw, and we have 20% going to go for a loss as well. So I'm hoping majority's right. I hope we come away with a good result and hopefully a good performance here. But it's going to be a lot easier said than done as well. Really, Nottingham Forest will be up for this one, guys. And danger men for them, of course. Antony Elanga, Morgan Gibbs-White, Chris Wood, really good players in the last couple of matches and across the season, really, for Forest. I think Elanga's been very good for them. Gibbs-White has been good as well. Look, it's a pretty solid team from Forest. I'm hoping for a good performance in today's match. Hopefully, we're going to come away with a win as well. Forest kind of going for like a 4-2-3-1 type shape in today's one. Danilo, Ryan Yates going to be doing a lot of work in midfield. It's a very physical middle of the pitch as well for Nottingham Forest today as well. Dominguez, Elanga, Gibbs-White, of course, we have mentioned already. Chris Wood up front, very physical striker. So they're going to be well and truly up for this. We got to be up for it as well. We got to be ready for it. Getting ready anyway, guys, for kickoff. Looking forward to it. Get those pre-match predictions down below as well, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this one. And yeah, look, I'm pretty happy with it, all things considered. Happy enough with this team. Andre Onana looking questionable at times against Aston Villa. That's it. Let me quickly do this, guys. I don't think these AirPods are gonna last too long. Yeah, I think Onana needs to be settled in today's match as well. I think against Villa, conceding that poor free kick, a goal from free kick, really disappointing. I think we got to be better from set pieces as well. Real big question marks being asked about us in terms of the set pieces and how we defend them as well. Obviously, look, we don't score from them, but defending from them is the very least of our worries as well. So we got to be on for this. We got to be up for this. Nottingham Forest are really going to fancy themselves in today's match. Will be interesting to see how Rashford does through the middle. I thought against Villa was probably his best match of the season so far on that left hand side, but It is going to be an interesting one to see how he does through the middle, if he's able to if he's able to cope with it, if he's able to deal with it, and let's just see what he can bring to the table in today's match as well. Forest looking up for this anyway. They're getting a team huddle going. Those guys are looking forward to it. Gibbs White, a lot of touches, a lot of chances created for Forest. Possession, one pressure, hard-working player. He probably going to pick up some fouls as well today. Just because of the sheer amount of running, the leg work he does. Very physical player. Christian Eriksen in there. Need to have a good match from Eriksen as well. His last goal actually came against Nottingham Forest in a 3-2 win at Old Trafford in August. Let's hope for something better in today's match. Le Man, it's good to see you. Thanks very much for hopping on in. And look, we're getting ready to kick off here. Looking, well, we're a minute or two late actually as well. I think kickoff slightly delayed. Let me just quickly reload this. Make sure my stream's not behind. No, looks to be all good. Looks to be all good. We're ready to kick off here at Forest Park, and we are underway as well. Here we go. Big match to this for United. Last match of a very eventful 2023. And let's hope we can sign off with a win. Let's hope we can sign off with a good performance. That's what it needs to be today, guys. Garnacho putting the squeeze on early doors. Le Man, is Antony playing because Hojlund is not there? Yes, that is correct, Le Man. Antony's playing on that right-hand side. It's going to be Rashford through the left, Garnacho on Rashford through the middle, Garnacho on the left. I think Hojlund is out with illness. Apparently not fit to play, according to Ten Hag. He's got no energy in him. I don't know what's happening with his team and illness. Like, I really don't. I mean, Martial's been out injured, I don't know how many times, and out ill many times. Been a lot of players coming down with random illness. I really don't know what's causing it. Good ball in there, and it was a chance there for Dominguez. It's blocked his behind for a corner kick anyway. An eventful first minute. Forest getting on the front foot anyway, putting the squeeze on us, and it was Alanga with the ball in there, not dealt with by Dallo, and Dominguez with the shot. I think it's Kobe Manu who gets his head to it and puts it behind for a corner kick, but certainly we're feeling the squeeze after just 1 minute in this one as well. Got to defend this well. Forest, they're a bigger team than us anyway. More physical team, so we need to be ready for this. Chris Wood against Kobe Minu is a bit of a mismatch at the back post. It really is. Got to watch out, and hopefully that doesn't become a reoccurring theme here throughout this match. Forest set to check the corner kick anyway. They've gone short with it. It's probably going to come in from a different angle, and does so. Back stick towards Alanga is going to go out for a goal kick. No danger posed there, but I don't think it could be the plan to have Kobe Manu dealing with Chris Wood in the air. That can't be the plan at all. So that needs to be altered as well, as and when possible. Two minutes gone anyway at the Forest ground. It's pretty much just been a corner kick from Nottingham Forest, and that's the only real meaningful event so far in this here one anyway. Forest have lost her last 4 home matches. Let's hope it's 5 in a row today at the end of this one. That has to be the hope. That has to be the dream. We've got Rajat down there. Don't rate Wood that much. No, I don't think he's a brilliant striker now. But what I will say, Rajat is certainly very physical. Very tall striker. Did well for Sean Dyche's Burnley team. And that's probably why we don't want to see him up against Kobe Minu in the air as well. You would imagine it could be Evans or Rafa Varane or someone dealing with it. Bruno up there. I dropped to Wan-Bissaka here, but doesn't quite. Stephanie's down there as well. Good to see you, Steph. Thanks very much for joining in with us today. Putting the squeeze on Matt Turner, and he's just kicked the ball out very, very unconvincingly. It's dropped to Antony here. He's got Bruno ahead of him. It's going to be a corner kick to United anyway. Looks like we might get some joy out of squeezing and pressing at Matt Turner in this one. Big ups on the 9 likes as well, guys. Much appreciated. Can get up to 10 as well? Would be massive if we could do. Good ball in there. It might drop to Eriksen, but ball slightly behind him. Wan-Bissaka picks it up. We got Kobe Manu. Garnacho's got it. Garnacho's driving. Needs to get across the goal here. I think it might be another corner. Bourne said Martial should go in the injury door. Antony Martial's keeping the physios very busy. He has done his entire United career, really. Absolutely. Stephanie wants an early goal. Rajat said it's a must-win game. Completely agree. I think we just got to start well. You know, we find ourselves 2-0 down to this lot at Old Trafford, and you know we've got to be starting better than what we did in that one. We're putting the squeeze on them high up the pitch. Matt Turner doesn't look particularly convincing whenever he's under a lot of pressure here. So hopefully we can continue that there and maybe force an error. Ericsson fighting for it. I think he's given a free kick away there as well. Christian Eriksen. Ten Hag looking a little bit grumpy there. Rajat says, why Rashford playing against Nottingham Forest low block? I think it's Rajat, I think it's pretty much just we have nobody else really available who could even play in those central striking areas. I think that's probably the worry that there today in this match really. And we haven't got a Martial, we haven't got Hojlund, so he's pretty much all we've got at this moment in time. Anyway, Varane there with the header. Wan-Bissaka goes up. And it's dropped to Gibbs White here as well. Good pass inside. Dominguez, and he's got Elanga. Elanga's looking quite busy. Oh, I don't know what it is about former players doing well against us throughout this throughout the last couple of years. It is very frustrating as well, guys. Ball is here with Nottingham Forest. Any thoughts? Make sure to drop them in. The poll has 17 votes on it now as well. We've got 71% going to go for the win in today's one. Look, I'm hoping the majority are going to be correct, and we get a convincing win with a good performance and hopefully an early goal. But beggars can't be choosers, and certainly the way this team's gone this season, it's very difficult to predict what we're going to see out there at times. Jordy, good to see you, man. Thanks very much for hopping on in here. Chris Wood might get a shot off on goal here, but he's well over the bar as well. Good to see you guys all joining in. Much appreciated as always. Yeah, look, Forest, they look kind of dangerous on the counter-attack. Got a lot of pace. Got some strong runners in there, some physical players, but lacking a little bit of quality so far from their point of view. I think the less counter-attacking opportunities we give these guys, the better. That's what I would say. Because we haven't dealt particularly well with the counters all season. But they're not too interested in pressing. Onana's just kind of walking out here halfway up the pitch with Wood just backing off him. They're certainly not pressing Andre Onana. They do seem to press when it goes to Wan-Bissaka, when it's going to Dallo in those wide areas, but not in the middle. Not a lot of pressure on the ball for Varane or for Johnny Evans, and hopefully we can use that to our advantage when trying to play forward here. Although Bruno's just giving it away really cheaply there. I think it's going to be a throw in, thankfully, but a little bit poor there from Bruno. Anyway, Nottingham Forest throw in. What are we making of the first seven minutes or so here? Not too much to write home about. Not a lot really has happened in this one so far. It's kind of a slow, subdued start if we're being honest with ourselves, but might be something here for United anyway going forward. But it's cut out well there at the back by Nottingham Forest, and we'll go again. Rajah says we have one centre back who has won more than 3 Champions League. We have the experience to deal with them. Yeah, we should do. I mean, we should do, but experience. It's not always everything. You know, we've seen bad mistakes from experienced players this season as well. Plenty of them. If we're being honest with ourselves at times. Born is saying Elanga will punish us. I think Elanga's going to be up for this. You know, he will know these players well. We hopefully know them well enough as well. Jordy says they destroyed us the previous fixture. Need to be careful, mate. Still hurts. Chris Wood hat-trick. Yeah, man, look, it's a tale as old as time. You know, former players coming back to just do the damage against you. It happens so many times. Danny Welbeck has scored against us so many times for Arsenal, now for Brighton as well. It's an old script. I think Wilfred Zaha always had points to prove against United when he played up against us. So it is a fairly old script, but it happens more often than not as well. Miney tries to put the squeeze on Gibb White there. Gibbs White's hobbling a little bit anyway. It's going to be a corner kick there. Corner kick here for Nottingham Forest. They're going to try to get this ball into the box. I think we've got to just defend these set pieces a little bit better, be a little bit more composed with them as well. You know, I didn't like that first corner kick Nottingham Forest got when Chris Wood was going up against Kobbie Mainoo in the air. That's the kind of mismatches you want to avoid in this. I'm getting Christian Eriksen against Hojlund at the Etihad, flashbacks there from last season. So I think Mainoo's picking up Ryan Yates this time. Christian Eriksen going with Chris Wood here. It's, as I said, Mainoo needs to bulk up more. Yeah, look, it'll come. He is only 18 years old as well. It'll come. Like, don't worry about that there one. Hooked back in there. Onana's going to deal with it. He is small, yeah. I think he's like 5'10". So I think, yeah, look, if we bring someone really big and physical alongside him, that'll probably help him. But physically enough, you know, he is quite strong. He's mobile. He's quick, athletic. I think, yeah, look, he definitely will bulk up and get stronger as time goes on as well. He's only turned 18, I think, in April or May, really. So he's such a young player. Johnny Evans, anyway, not a young player, but deals with that ball well. Gets it back to Onana. Onana's gone really long to try find Dallo here. He's dropped the ball towards Rashford, but Rashford's touch is bad, and Montiel can take it away. Elanga evading. Elanga is just evading tackles left, right, and centre. One thing Elanga does have is just supreme physicality. He's such an athlete. Really quick, really strong, really athletic. Rafa Varane there. Ooh. Varane went for it. I think it came off Varane. It went behind Onana right across the goal line. It's a little bit of composure back there would go a long, long way, I think. Really up because Elanga is scaring us at the back there. Just drifted and just leaped past tackles. And really, we were fortunate that didn't go in. It could have went anywhere if it's hitting another player, came to a Forest player. Really good opportunity that, and shaky at the back at times. I think it came from a miscommunication. Varane and Onana went for the same ball. Has to be a clear shout in there from somebody if they're going for it. And it's not the first time. I think Johnny Evans had one a couple of weeks ago with Onana as well. So a little bit more communication needed. That's what we're going to say here. Varane's got it anyway. He's just driving the ball forward. Everyone behind the ball for Nottingham Forest. Wan-Bissaka's got it. And Wan-Bissaka's got a couple of options ahead of him. One of those is Antony, and Antony's just going backwards with it, I think. I haven't really seen too much going forward. Antony, it's a nice ball to find Mainoo. Got Wan-Bissaka. Back to Antony. Bruno gets the ball in here. It's a good ball across the box there, and Garnacho almost got one as well. Garnacho almost got onto the end of that, but Bruno passed there. Rashford to put it back in. Going to be trapped by Garnacho. He finds Wan-Bissaka to Bruno. Bruno plays a lovely pass in behind, but Antony's just too slow to it. And ball's going to go out for goal kick. That's probably the best attacking move we put forward anyway. Pickups on the 11 likes as well, guys. Much appreciated. And yeah, guys, look, it's been an interesting first 13, 14 minutes here. Both teams having interesting opportunities, let's say. Some chances anyway, but not anything in terms of goals, not anything in terms of major opportunities. Results down there. Nice block. How do we deal with Onana? I don't know, man. That was that was an issue in communication there, really. Rashford's got it. Anyway, it's going to be a free kick. to Manchester United. I think Varane's going to take it here. We're on about halfway line. We're on about 15 minutes into this one, guys. Not really a lot to write home about, if we're being honest with ourselves. Wouldn't exactly call this a thriller, but still 0-0, which I guess is something, considering the miscommunications we're having at the back at times as well. Matt Turner's got it. Now, look, Turner's looked a little bit shaky at times when the pressure has been applied to him, and Alanga's had a nice touch there, but it's just going to be picked up by Kobbie Mainoo, and it's back again. Johnny Evans, Dallo. I don't really know what Luman's talking about in the comments there, but Antony's got it. Bruno. Wan-Bissaka. Back out. Bruno. Driving in. Antony. I think Antony should get this, but he's very, very scrappy at the Forest end of the pitch anyway there, guys. Luman's asking where is Amrabat. There's no Amrabat here anyway, man. I think he's on the bench, maybe. He's definitely not starting this year one, so I'm not really too bothered. I just don't think Amrabat's hit the heights really we expected of the guy, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's just hope for a better second half of the season from him, but I would be surprised if we sign him next year. On what we've seen so far, I would be surprised if we sign him this year. Luman, do you believe Ten Hag when he tells us why a player isn't there? I mean, yes and no. I think some cases you can believe, in some cases you can't believe. You know, we were talking about Martial being ill for 3 weeks. I don't believe that. I think Hojlund probably is ill. I would believe that because it wouldn't make sense to drop him after he finally got a goal last week. So I'm not too sure about that there one. Rashad says Amad and Donny are on the bench. Yes, Amad Diallo on the bench as well. Good to see him back, and I think he'll probably come on at some point. Especially the way Antony's been playing this half so far. Really anonymous out there. Hasn't done anything really with the ball. Rashford trying to put a squeeze on, but a really good pass in behind there. And Wan-Bissaka and Antony both caught out. Good ball in there by Nottingham Forest. Under no pressure, under no... there wasn't even anyone out there to deal with that cross. Antony and Wan-Bissaka both jumped in for the one ball and both lost out. Lemon goes, we need a Mainoo Amrabat partnership for more game time to keep the midfield strong. We might do. I mean, look, it could be Amrabat and Mainoo. It could be Casemiro and Mainoo. I'm not too sure. I don't think the perfect midfield exists within the club at the minute. So I think we've got to go back into the market and bring some other players in that area. Gonna be a goal kick here anyway. Johnny Evans has got here, guys. Ericsson, Evans. You know, we look a little bit slow at times when we do get on the ball. That's a nice ball to find Dallo, though. Dallo can come inside. He's got a couple of options ahead of him. Bruno's one of them, but Bruno has just lost the ball very easily there. Forest should get that one away, and they do. Got 20 votes in that poll as well, guys. 67% went for the win, 19 for the draw, and 14 for a loss. Johnny Evans there with a tackle on Alanga, and did well there, Johnny Evans. Good sliding tackle. I think he's won a throw in as well. He's done well. Rajat says cut Evans still short and let him go in January. I don't think Johnny Evans has been bad, man. I really don't. I did see David Ornstein confirming as well, though, that Victor Lindelof has had his contract extended as well, which is an interesting one. hopefully it's gonna be just so we sell him. Because I mean, I really don't think Lindelof's a good player. Like, I really don't think there's a player in the guy. Lemon goes, not watching the game as couldn't pay for the channel subscription after losing a lot in the casino. Oh man, sad times. What? I'm not sure what Dallow's doing, guys. I'm not doing. Lemon thinks that Evans is good and we should let him stay. I would say let Johnny Evans stay, like at least until the end of the season. I think he probably retires at the end of the year anyway. But he's not been bad. You know, when we've needed him, out there, he has been good. For us having some possession here anyway. Forest still with the ball here. Rajat says Lindelof has been gone. Where is he? I think Lindelof's been injured as well, Rajat. I think he's been injured for a while, but I think we're probably gonna sell him in the summer. I think really the centre back areas is gonna be absolutely gutted in the summer because I think Varane's gonna go. I think Maguire probably goes again. I think Lindelof probably should go as well. So I would expect a lot of changes, especially in that area. Ericsson's got it here anyway. Johnny Evans has got, I think, Garnacho. Yeah, Garnacho dropping deep to get on it. Manu, Ericsson. He's got Dallo ahead of him. Dallo's really playing inside a lot in this match, really inverting. Bruno, he's got Antony. Antony's got Wan-Bissaka, and Wan-Bissaka, I think, has won a corner. No, it's not going to go out for one, but he has recovered it. He's got Bruno again. He's got Antony. Antony to Ericsson. Antony again. Dallo's going to lose out here. Antony wins it back. It's breaking down a little bit up at the top end of the pitch. Rashford's heading towards the corner flag here and then cuts back towards Antony and Garnacho again. And Ryan Yates has won that ball. Garnacho's putting the squeeze on. And I think Antony just got his head to that one. It's going to let Evans pick it up anyway. Liman said, is there something fishy about Malacia and Mount? I don't think there's anything fishy about Malacia. I think he had to get surgery, so that would take a while for him to recover. I'm not too sure about Mount either. I think he's meant to be back soon. That goes, we could have got Ignacio or Silva, and we got Evans. I don't think we got the money, really. Liman said the best thing that's happened is Nana going to AFCON, hopefully as early as possible. I mean, he will be going pretty soon, like he will. Varane's got this one. Varane lofts it forward towards Bruno. Bruno tries to get it across, but he has to cut it back towards Antony. Antony's just slowing things down so much. He's taking like 5-6 touches every time he gets on the ball. Ericsson's got this one. And Ericsson again with it. I mean, look, there was a video went about on Twitter. I'm sure you guys seen it during the week as well. Because, like, the difference in Ahmad and Antony. Ahmad took 2 touches and then just got the ball in the back of the net. Antony took 6-7 touches, went one way, cut it back, took another 5 or 6 touches and then went the other way and then eventually got it. But I mean, if there was more than one defending player, he would have got tackled. It is so frustrating with Antony. He takes so long to do anything. He really, really does. And he's just, his decision making is just so poor sometimes. His overall technique is shockingly bad most of the time. So I think he's definitely got a long way to go as well. Very little shots in this match. 2 for Forest. No shots so far for Manchester United in this one. No shots on goal. No shots on target. We haven't done anything going forward so far in this one. Bruno. Good ball there to pick out Antony, but he's going to have to cut back and do a step over and go the wrong way and play it backwards like he has done. Wan-Bissaka's got this one anyway. Yeah, we seem to be playing really direct until it gets to Antony, and then he's just cutting it back and playing 5 or 6 touches before he's actually passing the ball. And with the time he does that, he always has to go backwards. Really frustrating watching Antony at times, guys. Wan-Bissaka's got this one. Antony again. He's just going backwards every time. Bruno's just going to put this ball into an area, but poor Paul. Ericsson in there. Cleared. Ryan Yates, Johnny Evans went in for it and goes down. It's, I mean, guys, it's not a good match. It's really not. What's Rajat saying? We could have got, but to dribble, need to take some more touches. He's still very young. Yeah, look, I think he's just got to be quicker. If he was quicker with his decisions and what he's doing, he would be a much better player. Eriksen's put this one into the box. I think Johnny Evans has gone up with that for Chris Wood and has fouled him. It's going to be a free kick to Forest on the edge of their box. Chance for them to get up the pitch, alleviate the pressure we were building there. 25 minutes gone, guys. Really haven't done anything of note in terms of what we've created going forward. It's not been good, guys. We'll put it there. And again, struggling in the first half, and we do this so often, guys. We really do. Got Eric Ten Hag there, not looking happy on the bench, but I mean, it is his team. He has set them up in this way. There's a stat there as well, guys. We've only scored 6 times in the first half all season in the Premier League. Maybe we shouldn't have expected anything else from this team. We start so poorly and so slowly in a lot of these games. Dallo lost the ball there. Evans has gone to ground and has to give away a corner kick. I think he's not happy. I think he's saying there should have been a free kick there on Diogo Dallo. Rosacco's letting go to Spain and come back with Greenwood. I don't know, like, I feel like Antony's what I called one time a system player in a system that doesn't exist. Rosat says, never mind. Gibbs wide anyway with the corner. Decent ball in the box there, but dealt with. Eriksen comes across to try to deal with this one. Ball back in. I think Varane clears. It's going to be a shot coming in there. Dealt with again. Just can't get the ball out at the minute. There's going to be a throw in there. The Nottingham Forest right down by the corner flag. Boring game, guys. It really is a boring game. Dealt with there by Man Utd. Ball goes back in again by Forest. Rosacco's Dave Brailsford at the game. He might be. Haven't seen it myself, but he could pop up here. Garnacho might actually get to that one, but just beaten to it. It's going to drop here for Gibbs wide. He's going to put the ball in. Really nice ball. It's going to go out for a goal kick anyway. Good attempt. Forest knocking at the door a little bit. I don't think either team's looking exceptional in this one. Rosacco's half an hour went by. Nothing's going on. Nah, absolutely nothing is going on. John Murder there. That is Sir Deal Brailsford. Ferguson there as well. Looks like Tom Heaton in front of him. Varane's got it anyway. Just need to play it a bit quicker, guys. It's so slow and boring every time we're on the ball here. You know, so lackadaisical at times. It's so... It's like we're playing through treacle. Like, the ball's just not moving at any speed into any good areas. Everyone's taking too many touches out there. Eriksen might have just lost that one, but recovers. Wan-Bissaka's got it now. Varane plays it really long. I just found Garnacho in the box. And Garnacho's just going to lose that one and get crowded out as well. Unfortunate there, because it was a little bit better at times. Gibbs wide turns on it. Good ball inside there, but United should deal with this handily enough. And Deuce back to Turner. He's just going to play along. Matt Turner really doesn't like being pressed. He's just going along with it every time we put the pressure on him. So that's maybe something to exploit. Lovely touch there by Rashford to find Garnacho, but Montiel deals with it. So I'm going to throw in. About 29 minutes gone. So pretty much half an hour gone by. Nothing going on at the minute, but maybe we can build some kind of pressure. Hopefully we can build towards it. Eriksen's got it. puts it into the box, but there's nobody there at all. Antony's sort of jumped at it a little bit, but I don't know. I'm just not seeing it at the minute. Don't think we look like scoring, which has to be a concern once again. There's just no intensity out there at all. There really isn't. Dallow's got it. Dallow's got Rashford. Rashford gonna lose out again. Then I reckon we're about 5 or 10 minutes away from Bruno getting frustrated and just kicking the ball and just kicking the players, and giving fouls away. Stephanie says, typical Nuno tactics for Forest. We need to score first and open them up. Absolutely, Stephanie, we do. Where that goes, Nuno is a good manager. It's a shame it didn't work. I think, yeah, look, he's a decent manager. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, look, I think he's a decent manager. I do. Didn't think he was ever really the guy for Spurs. Let me just quickly prop this up here, get a little bit higher, so I'm not looking down all the time. There we go, that's better. Yeah, look, 30 minutes gone. Really not too much happening so far in this one. It has been a bland match. It's been a pretty dull affair so far. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting match. We've got Fulham and Arsenal. Stefan says tempo is too low. Yeah, there's no tempo. There's just no intensity compared to what we had midweek against Villa. I really don't know what the difference is match by match. Put in there by Antony. It's going to be a throw in anyway. I know it's going to be a question like, do Forest have the quality to score against us? Do we have anything that's going to get us close to scoring a goal in this match? You know, these are all questions. Alanga's got it. That ball is well over the bar. I think it's Ryan Yates as well with that one. So not too much happening. Really, guys, this has been a very, very, very boring match. No tempo, no real chances being created. I can't remember us even having a shot in the first 30 minutes here, which is just so embarrassing again. Varane's got it. And Evans, he's got Ericsson dropping deep, chooses Dallow instead, and he's just lost out to Alanga. Dallow throws it really long down the line. Bruno might get that, but gonna be swept up by Montiel. 32 minutes gone, guys. Don't think we've had a shot yet, let alone anything on target. The closest we've come probably is just by putting the pressure on their goalkeeper, and that's kind of about it. Dallow's got it anyway. Pull back, Wan-Bissaka gonna have a shot. Well, we've had a shot on target. Stephanie goes, perhaps we're gonna have another second half only performance. It might be, Stephanie. I mean, we've only scored 6 goals before half time all season in the Premier League anyway. 6 first half goals. That's the lowest in the league. So we're really not a team for the first half at all. Like it takes these players 45 minutes to get warmed up. I don't know. Minu's gone in for that. I think he's going to give a free kick away there. Went in for the tackle there with Danilo. Yeah, I think it is a free kick there for Forest. I think Manu's just got caught in the follow through, but not really too much in that. Gonna be play anyway. Not a lot happening. Ten Hag smiling on the touchline. I'm not sure why he's smiling, unless he's got some kind of master plan to try and get something out of the second half. But there's nothing happening at all in this one, guys. Just a terrible, terrible attacking performance so far as well. Big ups and 12 likes as well, guys. Much appreciated. What do we got? Rashford trying to squeeze. Forest just looked Forest look a better, fitter team than us at the minute out there. But Wan-Bissaka's dealt with that well. Antony, I feel he's just going to lose this ball and does. Rashford didn't bring on Mad and Pellistri. I think Antony off would be nice. Getting rid of one of those, getting one of those players off would be very beneficial. Garnacho squeezing. I don't know, guys. There's just so little options in those forward areas at the minute. I think we can put Ahmad on. I think maybe we could put Pellistri on, maybe. But I mean, that's probably it. Rashford's had 10 touches so far in this match. I mean, it's no surprise here. It's a proper graveyard shift playing centre forward for this team at the minute. It started to rain in Nottingham as well. Rashad said because Rashford's got no hold up. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I think as well. Look, when we look at it as well, and we think about Hojlund and the lack of goals and the lack of service, it's whoever is playing in the middle of the pitch. Sorry, in the middle, up front, just gets nothing off the ball every match. Doesn't matter who it is playing it. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter if it's Hojlund or Martial or Rashford or whoever. They just don't get the ball. It's been such a boring half, guys. 35 minutes gone. Stephen's down there. It's boring again. It is very boring today, Stephen. Very, very boring indeed. Trying to deal with this. We've had one shot on target, one shot in 36 minutes, and it was an absolute trickler as well from Wan-Bissaka. And that's literally it. That's all we've got. Gibbs White's got it. Bruno goes over, doesn't deal with it. It might be a goal kick here. 23 votes in the poll anyway. Whoever went for a draw might be most likely because I just can't see a goal coming in this match. I really, really can't. Goal kick anyway. Johnny Evans now with it. It just takes so long to go from Evans and Varane and then getting it up the pitch. Eriksen's dropping deeper and Manu's pushing up a little bit now. Stephanie's down there as well. I'm sure nobody's particularly entertained with this one. We got Dallo to Garnacho. He's got Elanga for company and Ryan Yates as well, but Eriksen's done well to get in there. Johnny Evans goes up. Varane goes up. Bruno trying to order the team about as well. Rashad said Antony did good against Nottingham last year. He did. It was probably his best matches. Got a goal and assist last time here in the league. Rashford trying to bully his way through. I think Antony's probably going to lose that one, and Forest have just cleared their lines as well. So Langa against Dallo here. Dallo has to go the whole way back to Onana. Doesn't fancy it. Stephen says hard to watch. I don't understand why we're not playing more up front. I don't know. I really don't, Stephen. There's just nothing happening up front at all. Not getting Bruno in the game at all. Not moving it up the pitch as well. Stefan says, what odds? Dallo and Antony scoring last year. But anybody will do. Yeah, anyone will do. Johnny Evans will do in this one. Wan-Bissaka's knocked this one. I think it's going to be another throw-in anyway for United. Evans to Dallo. Dallo into Bruno. Bruno's got some options ahead of him, but again, we're just going back every time. We really, really are. It's just side to side, backwards, and then go again. But there's no speed, no intensity in the tempo in the play. There's no real urgency here. It really, really isn't at times. Evans has got this one. He's got Rashford. Antony. Antony's got some options, but he's took so many touches and slowly but surely heading towards the byline. Antony couldn't take the cross on his left foot. This is my problem with the guy there. He ended up taking 5, 6, 7, 8 touches and just went around in a big circle before the ball went out for a throw in. Stefan says Antony Mount, 150 million big flop. I mean, it's hard. It's very hard to argue against what we're seeing out there at the minute. I mean, Antony's just been so poor. Rajat goes 81st minute. Manu or 85-minute penalty will probably suffice. Anything would do as well. Stephanie says, well, dull as a dishwasher. We need a spark. We do. We need something out there. It's just so uninspiring. It's just so slow and passive at times. And there's no urgency out there at all, guys. There really isn't. Matt Turner's set to take this goal kick anyway. I was thinking it's a free kick maybe for offside. But really, guys, I mean, we're scraping the barrel off any semblance of a good performance here. Man Utd. I think Manu's give the foul away there as well. I don't know, guys. I'm just not seeing anything out here from Antony. I'm not seeing anything from this team that's going to say there's a goal coming soon as well. Garnacho has been quiet as well, Stephanie. No one's crossing it. No desire here. Look, this set piece is a good opportunity for Forest. It is, if they can get a decent ball in here with Gibbs wide or Danilo. I don't know, guys. I mean, if we go a goal down here, like, are we going to do anything? Rajat says Dal was all right, 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, he's okay. Like, I don't think there's anything exceptional there. Gibbs White puts it in. Dominguez has got it. It's going to go out for a throw in here. Look, we never know what's going to happen. I mean, Rajat is right. We could turn up second half and put a fantastic performance in, but I don't know where it's coming from. If it's all, if we're going to be able to do it at all. Antony's got this one. Rashford, Ericsson, and it's just going to go back to Turner as well. Really, guys, so little is actually happening in this game. Forest again trying to come forward with it again. It's just not going anywhere at any real speed. I mean, they're not really offering a threat either. It's not like we've been shocking in both areas. It's just such a dull and uninspiring match at times out there. Just wondering if Wan-Bissaka's got a problem here. Looked to be limping a little bit there, but I think he might be alright. Nuno. I mean, Nuno teams against United has been some of the most boring matches I've ever had to watch. We all remember those Wolves days, absolute horror shows of matches. And I mean, this Forest game is just settled in. It's like, it's just a rerun of it at times out there. Throw in to us anyway. Dallow's going to take it pretty deep in her own half. Ten Hag not looking overly happy on the touchline. Garnacho just getting crowded out of it at times as well. Irfan says Ahmad needs time. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Ahmad get on at some point. I don't think he's going to do any worse than what Antony's doing out there. That's another corner for Nottingham Forest. Gibbs White anyway. Take this. Got about 2 minutes left of that first half. He's got to deal with this defensively. Was that said? Did he get recovered? Yeah, I think he's recovered. He is fully back and he's been training for a while. So I think he'll be okay to play for 45 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever long we choose to put him on. I hope we don't just put Pellistri on, but I don't think Pellistri is going to help us in this one either. I think Pellistri plays better when there's clear options ahead of him, when there's clear green grass and space to run into. It's not really available out there. I think Ahmad dropping a little bit deeper might help us in this one if we can get him onto the pitch. They're really crowding Onana anyway from this But Onana gets a big punch on it, sends it towards the halfway line. Gonna come back in there from Forest. Should be cleared there by Rashford. He's nodded it down to Dalot. Can we do anything in the 44th minute? I mean, I'd be surprised. Dalot went for the big switch and just hits Morgan Gibbs-White in the head and it's out for a throw-in. I think that kind of sums up this first half, really. Just it was just an abject lack of quality. There's just no there's no quality out there at all, guys. There's really not at the minute. Only 1 minute of added time as well. Dalot back to Onana. Onana, I mean, he's just gonna clip it up the pitch here. Irfan says Jim has to go very hard about the big flop players like Sancho, Harry, Antony, Mount and more. I mean, yeah, look, it's gonna be a big job, guys. It really is. There's no desire out there. There's nothing out there that would really inspire you, is there? Like, it's just such a dull, blunt-edged sword. Exactly, Rajat. It's just a blunt sword. It's there's no cutting edge. There's no incisiveness, no sharpness to our attacking play. No, it just looks like we've no idea. Coming up to halftime anyway here. It's gonna be 0-0 at halftime, and it is. That's a halftime whistle has gone there. Nothing to write home about in that first half at all. I mean, it's been disappointing. It's been pretty boring to watch, guys, in all fairness. Let me quickly reset this anyway. I know we don't have a lot of options out there, but I think Ten Hag's got to make some subs at some point to try alter what we've been doing, because it's just it just feels like one of those games that's going to slip away from us, and just we're going to end up just not scoring at all in this one. Really poor first half out there. Really, the only shot on target came from Wan-Bissaka. Got to be making some changes. Look, it's 45 minutes. We're not getting back from our lives. Bourne is down there. Mourinho was accused of boring football, but I don't remember his team playing like they're not coached. I mean, it's just been so poor, man. It's been such an uninspiring first half out there. Really has been. And that is half time. I think we're gonna have to make some subs. We're gonna have to make some kind of alterations. I don't know where we're gonna go to for it. The bench is looking a little bit sparse, a little bit sparse out there, a little bit empty at times. And we've got Ahmad, we've got Pellistri. I mean, it's not inspiring choices out there, and my worry is that he's just going to put McTominay on and just hope for the best. I mean, in terms of the bench, I don't know what options we would look at. I mean, Ahmad, Hannibal, maybe McTominay, Pellistri, Donny van de Beek. It's such an uninspiring list of players out there available for us that we can pick or we can turn to on the bench. Jeremy says Manu looks great, Wan-Bissaka poor. I think Manu has looked good, but that's, really, I don't think we look good at all going forward. I think in those forward areas it's just been really poor. Between Garnacho and Rashford and Antony and Bruno just not getting on the ball, not getting involved, not making anything happen out there. So that for me is a frustration. That for me is a concern. That we're just not doing anything in that there regard. Guys, drop a like in the video as well if you can, and if you guys wouldn't mind already, if you guys are new, make sure you're hitting that sub button. Big T says that was the first half to forget. I mean, yeah, man, it's 45 minutes of our life we're not getting back either. Which that says we need more depth. You don't need 22 new players. I don't think we need a full new squad. No, I think you need 7 or 8 players. I would agree with that there as well. But it can't just be like two good players and then the rest squad players. I think you need 7 or 8 players who are going to come in and make a big difference and can play every week and can contribute a goals or assists or creativity or control or defensively be massive for us as well. I don't think we need Bayandere like signings, Johnny Evan like signings, Christian Eriksen like signings, Amrabat like signings. We need players to come in and who are going to who are going to play. I mean, I'm even looking at this team now. I mean, the players the current manager signed, Onana, starting, Ericsson starting, and Antony. I mean, is that's pretty much it. Like, so for all the players we have actually signed, not a lot of them are actually out there on that pitch at the minute and not standing up to be available and be counted out there. So that's another frustration for me. Really, really is. Big ups on 14 likes as well, guys. Much appreciated. I think we just got a long way to go in this one. Got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of got a lot of things we've got to be working on out there. Really, really boring first 45. I'm hoping we're going to see changes at halftime. We created 0.04 xg. We're just not doing anything. We're just really not. I wouldn't mind putting Ahmad on to see if he's going to contribute to anything else as well. It's actually insane. I think statistically we've got the worst attack in the league, and that's how bad it's got as well. Irfan says we do need 22 new players. I can't see us going that big. I really can't. I think we need a lot. I really do. I mean, we've got the worst attack in the league. I think that speaks for itself. Stephanie says, is McMummon's on the bench? He is. And Big T says, I think we just got to accept that this is what we are now. We occasionally get a result celebrating equally. If we don't get blown away, I celebrate as well. I don't know, guys. It's just such a nothing match. It's just such a tempo-less, speedless match. Arthur's down there saying, never been so bored watching a football match. We really haven't. I mean, this is probably one of the most boring matches I can remember, and it's kind of a perfect storm for a 0-0. Nuno Espirito Santo teams against us have bored the life out of us for years. At Wolves, some of the worst, most boring matches I've ever seen in my life, and this is following suit as well. Stephanie says Leach's return will help us have more composure. It will. I'm not saying it won't. It will, but I think we still need more as well. Than just Leach as well. I think we're just lacking a lot up front at times. We really are. Out on that pitch today. It's boring stuff as well. Really, really is. I don't think it's either. It's not even the first time this season we've been really poor as well. Big T says, Brillford sat next to Sir Alex. Do you think Brillford is taking advice from Fergie? I mean, he might be. There was talk that Ineos would listen to Ferguson, that he would have a voice, and that they would go to him for advice and his opinion. That was fairly well published at the time. Jeremy says Hojlund ate the Old Trafford chicken. Maybe he did. I mean, this is just a Rasmus Hojlund special match as well. He would have no touches and wouldn't have had a shot and goal all match because there's just been no service up there. Irfan says Osimhen, Rafa Leao, and Kvaratskhelia to bring him in. I mean, I just can't see us buying those players. I think for Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia, you're probably looking £250 million, probably more. And I'm sure Rafa Leao is going to be the same as well. So I don't know if we've got the facilities to spend that kind of money. Bourne says Antony is useless even in FIFA. I mean, he's just awful, guys. I mean, I don't like to say it, but I mean, he is just objectively bad at everything. I couldn't tell you one thing Antony does well. I really couldn't, and that's such a shame when it's a player, £85 million worth of player there. Got to be doing a lot better as well. Really got to be doing a lot better. Big T says, is Rashford on the pitch? I've not seen him. He's barely on the pitch, man. He's barely touched the ball. It's the same. See, on one hand, I'm like, yes, it's Marcus Rashford, and I've seen this so many times. But then on the other hand, I'm also like, we've seen Hojlund and Martial get no service all year as well. I think it's very much an issue of whoever plays the striker just doesn't get the ball. Our centre forward hasn't touched the ball in their penalty box. That for me is a big concern. Yeah, we can't get these guys in the game. 1 second, guys. Let me charge my phone up here as well. Just while it's said, waiting. Second half coming up anyway. Ten Hag's got a job and a half to do to get anything out of that forward line. Jordy, I think, is down there. Is he? No, he isn't. Sorry. Big ups on those likes as well, guys. Can we get up to 15 likes? Would be massive if we could. Would really, really appreciate that. Irfan says Parma is very good. And we're heading towards the second half, guys. Let's hope. I mean, the biggest benefit is it can't be any more boring. Can't be any more boring, maybe. 5.5 hours since we scored an away goal in the Premier League. I mean, it is just abysmal. It kind of reminds me of, I'm sure you guys remember, Louis van Gaal had a run of like 15 matches where we didn't score in the first half at Old Trafford. This is consecutively, and like so many 0-0s in there, and that's kind of what we're playing like at the minute. It's frustrating because we made a lot of opportunities against Aston Villa, and we just can't do anything today as well. Let me quickly just do this 1 second, guys. There we go. Arthur says 2-2 in Scotland. Well, 4 games. What did I miss early, man? Oh, whose fault is it for 45 minutes? Ten Hag, the players or absent players? I think you're looking at everything, man. It's hard. Look, it's hard to blame the players who are absent. You can say, yeah, we missed them, but I mean, Ten Hag's kind of working with what he's got. There isn't really a striker on the bench or anyone we could put on. I mean, we could put McTominay on, but I think putting Antony out there was a mistake in the first place. I think he's changed too much from that match midweek. Personally, I think you could have got away with McTominay up front, and maybe you could have put Garnacho on the right and Rashford on the left, and not moved it around so much. But I think you're down to desperate times if you're calling for McTominay to start a striker as well. So I really don't know what the answer is going to be. Arthur says Leeds the best team in England. Don't believe that one for a second. Ronnie is saying as well, is it me or is Rashford not going to be in this United team? He just doesn't. He doesn't look bothered sometimes. We don't look bothered to pass to our strikers every match anyway. So it's kind of hard as well to say that there one. Irfan says, what's the transfer news? Transfer news very quiet. Very, very quiet on the transfer front. I think we might see some loan signings. That might be about it. I would be surprised if there's too much else really goes on in terms of players coming in this January window. I think this takeover is just done too late in terms of that there one. Very limited budget, so unless we sell somebody from the youth academy, which gets us the FFP money we need, then I'm not too sure. Yeah, we could. Do you look at selling McTominay? Do you look at trying to sell Rashford in January? Maybe there's some other players you could look at. I'm not too sure. I'm really not. Big T says this could be the last game before the transfer window. Some of our players could be playing for their position and showing more fight. They should be. And Stephanie says, I think Rashi's borrowed McTominay's invisibility cloak. Honestly, I just think our forward players have just been so anonymous today. I'm pretty sure Garnacho's got the second least touches on the pitch and Antony's got the third least. So there's just nothing happening up there. It's an absolute graveyard shift up there. There is nothing that's gonna come in that first half, and we need to see some kind of changes. We need to make some kind of alterations out there in this half. So let's find out. Let's see how things are going to go in this second half. Anyway, we're getting ready for it. In terms of the poll as well, guys, a lot of guys went for the win. I'm starting to think the 20% who went for the draw might be right. 0-0. This does scream a 0-0 to me. Honestly, it does. But look, stranger things have happened. Maybe we can go out there and have a really good second half. Maybe we can have a really solid showing. I just personally would be surprised if we do. I really, really, really would be. Big T says we'd take Rashford off and put McTominay up front. Can't do any worse. It can't do any worse. Really can't. Zen is saying, hey bro, do you not think Ten Hag should have kept Ronaldo? He said Ronaldo was the problem. Like, come on, he is not the best footballer now. He's an Al Nassr, but he would have won games. I don't think he is. I don't think Ronaldo is ever the problem. There's always been a lot of problems at the club. He was certainly a problem. I don't think we had any real choice but to let him go when he went. And I think Ronaldo knew that. I think, look, his entire interview with Piers Morgan was to get out of Manchester United. He did play that season. I mean, he played a couple of times last season. I think he maybe got 10, 15 appearances, but I think it was better that he went. I think it was better for both parties that he went. It was good for him. It was good for us. And look, last season we missed gold. This season we can't do anything going forward as well. Stephanie says 30 votes, but only 14 likes. Make sure we can get those likes up. Yeah, would be much appreciated if we can get those likes up. Would really, really help us out. We're getting ready anyway for second half here. Nottingham Forest getting ready to head out onto the pitch. Sky gonna cut us back in here. Big T says Ronaldo would be on double figure gold had he stayed. Facts. I don't know, man. Like, I really don't. Like, there's no service. Like, there is absolutely no service at all in this team for whoever is playing striker. I really don't think you could put Hojlund in this team. I don't think he's scoring goals. Like, I really don't. He gets no. There's just no service ever for whoever plays up front. So I don't know. Jeremy says no. I think that's probably in relation to Ronaldo as well. Yeah, we're up to 15 likes as well now. Big ups, guys. Much appreciated. Getting ready for second half here. I just don't think anyone scores goals in this team. I really don't. Antony Alanga doing a quick warm up as well before we get going here. Look, I'm looking forward to the second half in the sense that it can't be any worse. I was kind of looking forward to the match before it kicked off. Let's just see what the second half's going to be about, guys. Let's see if we can get some goals out there. McTominay is on. McTominay on for Kobbie Mainoo. Interesting one. Tactical according to Sky. Big T says Ronaldo would take the ball and drive a goal, making his own chances. I just don't think he would, man. He hasn't got the legs for it. I just don't think he's got it anywhere. Like, I really don't. And I don't think he'd be scoring goals in this team. I seriously doubt it. I don't know. McTominay on, Manu off. Tactical. I'm not too sure about this one, Ten Hag. I'm really not. Super Scott McTominay is on. I mean, it can't go any worse. It can't go any worse. And we're kicking off Bruno. Onana. I mean, we're going to be seeing a lot of long balls in this half, aren't we? We're going to be seeing a lot of long passes. Just hoping McTominay can get up there and win a header or two. There we go. That's all good. Johnny Evans has got it. Christian Eriksen, a couple of options ahead of him. McTominay dropping deeper. Dallo coming inside. Stephanie's done their clean sheet victory. Clean sheet victory would be lovely, Stephanie. It really would be. Would be absolutely ideal. But whether or not we get that is a different question altogether. Clean sheet we might get. Don't know if we get a goal though. Antony. Not really offering much there. Bruno driving deep. Gibbs White getting away. Antony's just had a kick at him there. Doesn't go down either. I'm kind of impressed with Gibbs White. Matt Turner's just launched it down that pitch and it's going to be throw in. I mean, Matt Turner's really not good with the ball at his feet. I don't know why we're not pressing him and putting him under some actual pressure at times. I think we need to. We can probably force a mistake out of him if we do that. Murillo. Wan-Bissaka's got a throw in here. Bruno. Wan-Bissaka. Varane. Good touch there with McTominay. Nice turn, but plays it backwards again. Onana to Johnny Evans. And I mean, I think the most common pass is always just goalkeeper or centre backs, but then it's just going backwards. It's not going forward. Is the issue there. Bruno. I thought Bruno was going to go in for a tackle there and just give a free kick away. Uh, Rashford doing? We won the ball well on a press there, and Rashford just stopped dead with the ball and tried to backheel it. I don't know why he's not turning and running or turning and playing. I don't know what he was doing there. And Dalla was giving it away really cheaply there as well. Clear by Varane with ease. And the ball's gone back to Murillo again. I don't know what Rashford was doing there. That was probably a decent enough opportunity, all things considered. Antony goes over for his shoulder, has won the ball, has won a free kick as well. Really not too much to write home about in the first couple of minutes here. I don't know what Rashford was thinking of there. I don't know, guys. That's really poor from Rashford. Because if he turns on it, like, he's in a really good position to attack the goal. Murillo. Montiel. Alanga. Johnny Evans tries to deal with it. Gibbs White has gone down. Nothing doing. Play away. Evans should get this clear. Does well there, Johnny Evans. Forrest putting the squeeze on a little bit at times here. Rashford again, slow to it. He should have been pressuring the Forest defender more intensely there anyway. Had the option there, but didn't take it. Really poor. Matt Turner. I mean, look, Matt Turner's been called out a few times with bad distribution, especially under pressure, but this time we just looked at him and just like let him play away. I mean, he's going to pick the passes out whenever we put him under no pressure. Alanga's into the box here. McTominay plays it against him. Could have went anywhere, but it has gone out for a goal kick at least. 50 minutes gone. Really can't say there's been an improvement in the second half. A little bit fortunate there, I think. Evans. Ericsson. Forest have started quite lively here. Alanga's got it. Varane deals with it. Omne. Wan-Bissaka. Cuts it back. McTominay. Again. Trying to fight his way through. I mean, he plays it towards Antony, but I mean, it was never going to him either. There's just nothing of quality in this match at all, guys. If we win this match, it'll just be a moment. It's not a good performance. It's not a sustained performance. It'll just be another moment of something. Turner under a lot of pressure from Antony. He's just kind of launched it forward there. I think I might drop again here for Forest in the middle of the pitch. They're recovering a lot in the middle of the pitch, Forest. We look a little bit slow in there at times. Dominguez, a really good ball there. Forest could be in here. Wan-Bissaka's just jumped in really poorly. It's bounced off Johnny Evans there. Bruno clears it. We're tangled. Look, we're kind of creating our own problems at times here as well, because poor defending from Wan-Bissaka, uncharacteristically jumping in, mistiming a tackle. Montiel's got it. Chris Wood dropping deep to get on it. Forest have, with all the possession so far in the second half, United not doing much. Rashford lays that one off to Ericsson. Ericsson plays the first time. Really good pass there towards Garnacho. An opportunity for us, perhaps, if Garnacho can get the shot off, but he's kind of driven towards the byline. I think he's going to lose out, just get crowded out. It's going to be a goal kick. It was a good ball by Ericsson. I think Garnacho just got crowded out, driven wide. A little bit frustrating there from Garnacho. Amad Diallo coming on. I have to think it's for Antony, because Antony's just been so poor. It is Antony coming off, Amad Diallo coming on. Amad getting his first appearance of the season. Good to see Amad anyway. Long time out injured from pre-season to now, and it's good to see him on the pitch. Let's hope he can bring something. Johnny Evans under a little pressure from Wood, but deals with it okay. Dallo plays it back. Dallo goes to Onana. And Onana's got all the time in the world to pick a pass here. He just plays it back to Johnny Evans. I don't know, guys. This is truly a testing match of our patience, of our energy levels. Really, it's just so poor out there at times. McTominay, good touch to find Wan-Bissaka, but he's only going to go backwards to McTominay again. And the Chris Wood putting the squeeze on. Gibbs wide up there. You know, Ericsson deals with that quite well. Evans has got it. You know, I feel like we're trying to draw Forest out with the press. Not quite happening so far. They're not really buying it. But Ahmad has got Bruno. Bruno, nice touch inside to Wan-Bissaka. Good ball across. Might drop there. Hits the post from Garnacho. That was probably the best it's been all match. Wan-Bissaka. Dominate goes in there. I think he's caught. Alanga flying the walls out. He's getting dominated on and off by the mighty Forest. You love to see it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say Forest are dominating us either, because I think they've been pretty shit as well. Like, but it's just a drab match. I think it was it Dallo with a shot, because he's hit the post there anyway. Wan-Bissaka with the ball across the box. Dallo really close. Big ups on the 15 likes. Can we get up to 20 likes by the end of the stream? Would be massive if we could. You guys would really appreciate that. Forest have got it here again. Ryan Yates. Montiel. He's just gone down the line. McTominay. I think it's foul. Gibbs White there. Gibbs White's the one who's give the foul away not once but twice. He's been booked. Bad reaction there from Gibbs White. I mean, Dallo literally got sent off at Anfield for the same thing there. I think Ericsson's plating that there. Dallo's just picked up a card for talking to the referee about Gibbs White fouling McTominay, then jumping in on a tackle after the ball has gone away, and then screaming in the referee's face, and somehow Dallo gets booked for it. I mean, you can't write it like with these officials. You really can't write it. Maybe getting a little bit feisty here. Maybe that's what we need in this one. Big ups and 16 likes as well. Ball's played down there, looking for Chris Wood. Chris Wood dealt with by Johnny Evans. Elanga's going to recover. I think Varane's just tripped up Elanga there. He's going to pick up a card. I think he knew exactly what he was doing. Flurry of yellow cards. They're coming out quick and fast. Referees getting card happy here. Probably the most excitement we've seen so far. Varane's got this one anyways. He's picked up the yellow card. Going to be a free kick here to Forest. You better ball in here and just deal with it, because you have to think Gibbs White. You have to think Forest are going to try to put a ball right in across the goal. We've got to deal with this one nice and early. Either McTominay or Evans or Varane, whoever at the front post. Can't be letting this ball bounce. Can't be letting it get across. These are the sort of issues we dealt with and conceded twice to against Aston Villa in similar positions. Set pieces, free kicks, corner kicks. So just got to defend this ball really. Nana looks like he's going to try come for this ball if he can. Danilo and Gibbs White over this one. Referee finally gives him the go ahead. I think Danilo's going to quickly take this. No, it's Gibbs White. Decent ball in there. Might drop to Dominguez at the back stick. Rashford in for the tackle there. Doesn't win it, but Ericsson has. Ericsson's got Ahmad ahead of him if he can find him on the switch. He's gone for it really early towards Garnacho. Garnacho might actually drop to Garnacho here. Ahmad recovers. Nice touch by Ahmad. He's found Bruno. Rashford just got blocked out of it. Don't know what's happened to Rashford here. It's really bizarre. He keeps lifting his arm up in the air. Not sure what's wrong with Rashford. He does seem to have a problem here anyway. That's a replay of what happened here. He's twisted his knee or something when he's gone down here. Rashford says he was on the pitch anyway. Not looking particularly good for him this moment in time. Antony down holding his hamstring on the bench as well. Looks like we're going to be losing two players in Rashford and Antony for a period of time anyway. Not looking particularly good for Rashford here. Not sure what the options are on the bench. Maybe we go Palistri. I don't know what we play up front or who we play up front. Down to the bare bones of a squad here. I mean, I think you know the injury crisis has been bad. I mean, you've got the manager talking about players coming back from injuries, being like new signings. Like it is bizarre at this point, the amount of injuries we're picking up every single week. Danilo's got it anyway for Forest, and they're just kind of carrying the ball forward here. Brian Yates, Niakata, Limon's on there. Even Stephanie or Lucky saying will do, but not 10. I don't know, man. It's such a boring match. It's 62 minutes of absolute boredom out here. Um, I mean, this just reminds me of those Wolves match under Nuno, where like Young Matinho would pop up with an 89th minute winning goal or some bullshit like that. I mean, there it is. Dominguez has just scored for Forest. It's 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. I don't know, guys. I mean, that might be the match over. I mean, Ten Hag standing there looking a bit clueless. I don't know what he's going to do here. Do we have anything we can do? I really don't know. I really don't know. They see a replay on this one. It was just a free cutback on the edge of the box. Varane went with Chris Wood and nobody picked up Dominguez. And whenever you take your defensive midfielder off, that's kind of what you get. I don't know, guys. That was poor goal to concede, and I just can't see us scoring. I really can't see us scoring a goal here. I think the overlay should be updated there anyway. Dominguez with it. Massively frustrating. Goal stands. Varane. Wan-Bissaka. Omina. Fighting with Danilo a little bit. Might try to get the corner here. It's gonna be a throw in anyway. I don't know, guys. Very poor match. Just haven't done anything in this game at all. It very reminiscent of that West Ham match. Very reminiscent. I think there's a comment in there, was there? Am I missing? I don't think so. I missed a comment there. Wan-Bissaka with a throw in anyway. Bruno goes across to Danilo, wins the throw in. Bruno's just played it in. I think it's Rashford with it here. He's got Wan-Bissaka. Ball in there. The Fresh said this team needs more signings. What are we going to do with this trash that won't fight for the manager? I mean, it's just such nothing performance again from this team. Like, I don't get it. We were 2-0 down midweek against Villa and we came back and won 3-2. Showed a lot of fight and a lot of guts. And out here, it just looks like they can't be asked. Like, I really don't know. Garnacho with a shot there. It's hit the roof of the net. Really, really disappointing. First 66, 67 minutes here, guys. First 2/3 of this match been really poor. I mean, this is perfect for Forest. They're just going to set up to try counter-attack us now. Such a poor performance, guys. Really disappointing. And Varane's got this one. He's got Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka looks up. He's got Rashford, Bruno. Bruno lays it back. Varane again. Just not seeing it. I just can't see a goal coming for us. I really can't. Amad Diallo picked up a couple of nice positions. Ericsson, Garnacho. Gonna fall out here to McTominay to recover. Just such a disappointing performance, guys. Really, really is. McTominay. No real options ahead of me there. Let's go back to Johnny Evans. I mean, guys, it's been so backwards today at times out there. And Garnacho's gone down looking injured there. Ahmad's got it. He's got Wan-Bissaka ahead of him. Got Bruno. Ahmad. Varane. Wan-Bissaka. Just no cutting edge out here. Wan-Bissaka's ball's really poor. Bruno manages to keep it in somehow. Varane just launches it into the box, and it's just very easy for the goalkeeper. Any thoughts, guys? How do we even get back into this? Like, what do you guys think is going to happen in the rest of this match? Because I really don't know at this point. Free kick to Forest. Malanga's gone down. Tackle came in from Dallo there. Let me see what the comments saying down there. So Fresh is saying, do you think Jim will want to feel these players gone by the end of January? I'm positive he will want some kind of alterations out there. I would be very surprised if there's not some kind of changes. I really wouldn't be, man. I think we need it. Like, I really do. Dominguez with it. Ball goes in. Yates goes up for, it's going to be an offside there, I think, against Nottingham Forest. Chance for us to get the ball forward. Garnacho lost out again. It's just not happening for us, guys. It's really not. It's really not happening out there at all for this team today. And like, are any of us really surprised? Bruno's got it here. It's easy there for Turner to claim that ball, and he's just going to be happy to hold on for a couple of minutes. I mean, look, Forest are just going to be happy to run the clock down here, pick up the free kicks, pick up the hold on to the ball with the keeper. That's what they're going to be looking for the rest of this one, and try to hit us on the break. And they'll probably get some joy as well. They will probably get some joy out there. Gibbs White stabs it forward, but no one really there. Nana's got it. He's bowled it out quickly. Bruno's gone down holding his leg anyway. Danilo goes long, deep, looking for Gibbs White. Couldn't quite find him. Subs coming on for Forest here anyway. It's Jack Colback coming on, maybe, is it? No, it's not. It's Ryan Yates going down. Got a problem, clearly. Um, Look, guys, it's just another bad one. Adam says, "What does Ten Hag say in his team talks?" And we keep the ball, they can't score, and then after the match, we'll believe what we're doing and say we control the game. Yeah, I mean, look, probably will be more of the same. We played well for 60 minutes, complete drivel. Like, I don't know. It's very, very, very difficult. It's very difficult to like support the guy whenever we're seeing this level of performance so often this season and so constant. The good performances have been so few and far between, so non-existent at times as well. I mean, Forest are probably good for the lead at the minute. I don't think they've been exceptional. I think we've just been abysmal again, yet again, under Eric Ten Hag. Montiel's coming off here. Nico Williams coming on. Change of fullback for Forest. Got about 16 minutes plus added time left. I don't know what the plan's going to be here. We've gone really long towards Garnacho, and it's just going to be so easily to deal with. I mean, we're back to playing long ball again, constantly. Brailsford not looking happy in the in the technical box. I mean, I'm sure between the matches he's seen this season, he's probably thinking, what have we got ourselves into here at Ineos? Um, Varane's got it. Plays it really long, looking for Garnacho. Probably going to trickle back towards the goalkeeper here. Garnacho gives the follow up. I don't know, guys. It's just so. It's just so nondescript. It's just so nonchalant. It's just so bad out there at times. It's hard to really just say how bad it is out watching that stuff and watching this performance again and again. I mean, this isn't the first time this season we've seen this performance. It probably won't be the last time either. It's just so uninspiring. Rashford just fails to get his toe under the ball there. It's Gibbs White there with it. No, it's not. Forest with it again. Any thoughts, guys? Make sure to drop them in down below. I think we'll do another stream after this. Turner lost the ball there, and Rashford just got held up and couldn't get on it. And now Forest can come away. Evans, Metafon Garnacho. Ball's just going to trickle back to the goalkeeper again. I mean, it's just not happening for us out there. It's really not. Just made a mess of it. It's just an absolute mess of a game. An absolute joke out there at times, guys. So uninspiring. So just nothing there at times. And we're probably about 5 minutes away from Bruno committing 10 fouls and getting a yellow card and complaining, and United just going out with a whimper again. I don't know. I really don't know anymore, guys. It's just so disappointing to watch. It really, really is. I think that's what we'll say. It's a hard watch. It's a disappointing watch. It's an embarrassing watch. But Garnacho stole it. He's found Rashford, and Rashford has scored. That is an absolute sucker punch for Forest. It's 1-1. Matt Turner, I've been saying it all match, guys. I've been saying it all game that Matt Turner just does not have it. Liman says it's 1-1. Yeah, I think my Night TV's slow, man. Yeah, it's Matt Turner just losing the ball there. I hope Rashford's onside. He is. It was a good finish. It was a good finish. Gonna have to update that stuff as well. Yeah, I think it's just when the match is on Night TV or well Sky, because I'm watching it on now. I think it just goes behind a little bit. Difficult afternoon for Rashford, but he's got a goal handed to him on a plate really by Matt Turner, and it's 1-1. Out of seemingly nowhere. We haven't made an opportunity. We've done very little with it. But out of nowhere, we find ourselves back in this one. It's 1-1. Matt Turner not looking too happy with himself anyway. Niakate has got it. Nico Williams. Run again here. Stallo. Ahmad. McTominay is going to go back here to Johnny Evans on the halfway line. Ericsson's got it. And he's gone. Am I lagging at all, guys? Don't think I am. I said it was lagging. Really been interesting 10 minutes here to end this match. Can see some out of time coming as well at some point. Hudson-Odoi's got it. Dallo just lets that run. Has to put it into Rosette. Has to clear it. Niakate has got it. Ericsson header. Garnacho. Gibbs wide. Back in there. Ericsson to Bruno. Look at Ahmad on the run here. Gone for Garnacho over the top from Bruno. Really good ball to find him. Garnacho kind of crowded out. Rolls it to Ericsson. Ericsson with a shot. Good save by Turner. Going to drop to Ahmad. Bruno lets it run for some reason. I don't know why Bruno's not taking that on. Forrest can come away with it now. Alanga. Gibbs wide's unmarked. I seen it before it happened. Gibbs wide unmarked on the edge of the box. It's 2-1 to Forest. It's a counter attack. There was nobody back defending, and you leave their best player unmarked on the edge of the box. He's gonna pick out the corner. It's 2-1 again to Forest. McTominay doesn't go with it. No one picked up Gibbs White. Wan-Bissaka just lets him drift into that space on the edge of the box. I don't know, guys. That's such a poor goal to concede. Such a poor goal to concede there, guys. Really disappointing stuff. Onana should be doing better as well. Guys, like, it's just a joke. Like, we somehow find our way back in, and now we've got it all to do again, yet again. Johnny Evans has it. I've the all to do is right. McTominay. Turner catches that easily. I don't know, guys. Such a disappointment today. Such a disappointment. Alanga with it. Alanga assist. Gibbs White just found that bottom corner. I mean, you let players have free shots, free cutbacks. It's all season. These cutbacks have been hurting us, and it's hurt us again. Not defending them. Free kick there. Gibbs White went down, fouled. And Garnacho fouled him. Just gonna load up another stream for after this one, guys. We'll have some match reaction because I think we all got a lot we want to say in this one as well. Yeah, Gibbs White fouled. I don't know, guys. It's just such a bad performance. I don't know what VAR is looking at here. Well, what are we thinking, guys? Get your opinions in down below, because, like, honestly, it's hard to really speak about this match because it's just everything wrong with us at the minute just wrapped up into one 90-minute match. No threat, no ideas, no belief, no anything. And just getting beaten by hungrier teams and just getting beat by teams who seemingly have more of an idea of what they're meant to be doing than what we do. Quickly reload this. Bobby is coming on for Forest anyway. Is a free kick to them. Ball goes in. I think it's dealt with there by Garnacho. Ahmad puts the squeeze on. And Ahmad goes down under the tackle from Bolly. And Gala with the foul there. Bruno's taking a free kick anyway. On the halfway line. He's got Dallo. Dallo's got Bruno into the box towards Johnny Evans. I think I might fall for a corner here. Yeah, I mean, I think the corner came. I think it came off Johnny Evans there. Not sure what's happened to the chat there. That's better. Matt Turner deals off fairly comfortably. He's gonna land the ball as well. I mean, it's such a frustrating game out there, guys. Really is. So disappointing. Anyway, Matt Turner's got it. Opportunity for Forest to put the ball forward here again. Varane tries to deal with it. Just about deals with it. Gets a kick in the face as well for his troubles. Regulon coming on, I think, for Wan-Bissaka. I mean, is this really all we've got? Putting a left back on. I mean, it's Bournemouth down there. Everyone was genuinely happy for United after beating Villa, but today's just embarrassing. It is, man. It is. It's just embarrassing. Like, no other words for it. Bruno picks the ball up deep. Got Ahmad. Johnny Evans. Ericsson's ball deep in there, just easily picked up there by Matt Turner, and we're heading into stoppage time. 2-1 down. No ideas, no belief. 10 minutes of added time. Minutes. Hopefully, we can make something here. Ball led off there. I think it's Regulon. Varane. Dallo loses out. Varane is scurry back to deal with this one. Bruno's got it under the pressure. He plays it off again. Evans. Regulon down to Garnacho. It's anyone else is feeling uninspired. Garnacho's just kicked the ball out as well. It's one of those days, guys. It really is just one of those days where everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Regulon. Now we got Rafa Varane with it again. Varane's just going to carry this ball forward. Ahmad's got it. Evans has got it again. And Forest were sitting really deep here. Varane, Evans. Flips it in. Gonna be dealt with. Might drop to Bruno, but nothing really gonna happen there. Brian Yates gets up to deal with that. Evans gets it again. Bruno's desperate to get on the ball. Gibbs White's just gone down for nothing. Got 7 minutes left. Heading for a ninth league loss in 20 matches, guys. I mean, when we say it's been grim, it really has been. It really has been grim at times out there. We've got 6.5, 7 minutes, maybe when everything's added all on together. Evans is just playing about with Ericsson, and I don't know, guys. I really can't see us doing anything here. Heels for handball, but nothing given. Garnacho goes up for it with Nico Williams. Williams should probably just deal with this here. Dallo, Ahmad, Varane, Ericsson, Garnacho. Nothing doing again. Might be a corner. I think it is a corner. I don't know who's taking it either. I think it's Ericsson. Ericsson taken. I think we're just gonna put the ball on top of Matt Turner here and hope for the best, guys. Really do. It's gonna drop to Bruno. Bruno hits it. Keeper saves it. I think it took a big deflection in there somewhere. It had to, because Bruno actually hit that really sweetly. Yeah, it did. Bruno's appealing for a handball anyway. Really not much happening here, guys. Ericsson just launches it back in. McTominay. Gibbs White's gonna go for this one, but I think Ahmad's got him. I think Gibbs White's actually injured himself. Ahmad stuck to the task well and wins the ball back. Bruno plays it. Gonna be easily cut out there by, I think, Mangala. And the offside flag goes up. 4 minutes to go. I don't know, guys. It's just been it's just been a stinker of a match. Turner to take this one. Bruno throws it backwards. Varane, Evans, Regulon, Garnacho fighting. I don't know, guys. It's just so underwhelming. Like it's so bad out there. Regulon switches to Ahmad. Really good touch by Ahmad. Ahmad cuts inside, gets a shot off, and a save by Matt Turner. It was a good play by Ahmad. Ahmad. Throw the other way now. Regulon. Garnacho. Garnacho bursts his way through. I think he's ended up on top of Nico Williams' back somehow. I don't know, guys. I mean, this is it's just been a shit show out there. Free kick to Forest. I mean, that's the game's done. Game is done, guys. So disappointed out there, guys. Got about 40 seconds left. It's over, guys. Turner spills it, drops on it. You would imagine that's it. I think it's over, guys. Would be very surprised if it's not by this point. I think it is. Yeah, it's... Garnacho, Regulon, Ahmad, Ericsson, and it's wide. Wide, guys. I think that's it. Liman says Ten Hag out. I mean, based on what we're seeing at the minute, guys, it's just so hard to defend this guy. Like, it really, really is. It's just embarrassing. So I don't know, guys. Like, I really, really give up with this team sometimes. I really do. Look, I'll tell you what, guys. Here's what we'll do. I'll quickly load up another stream. Just give me like a couple of minutes break here, and we'll come back on. We'll have a bit of a rant. We'll have a bit of a moan. Let's see. I'll try get on in 15 minutes time, maybe 7:45. We'll go on there and have a complaint and a moan. Bit of group therapy. So I think we'll do that, guys. Look, it's been disappointing today. Really bad performance. And I guess the worst thing is we're not even surprised at this point. I don't think it's came as a surprise at all for us. Look, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys can catch me again in like 15 minutes or so here. But yeah, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Shocking match, horrible performance, and at least it's all over. I guess that's all we can say. All right, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in about 15 minutes or so, okay?